Greetings everyone and welcome back to Aven Colony, where we are going to be embarking on the 4th campaign mission. That is, I think it's Hyla's Crescent, where we are going to be tasked with building a large agricultural colony, extending it around a great central lake to reach an object, much as there was in Azara Falls, recovering it and then studying it. So let's launch the campaign and see exactly what the map is going to be like. It already looks quite pretty. There we are. At least if that splash screen was anything to go by. Right, extend the colony to acquire the unidentified artifact. Right, where exactly is the unidentified artifact? Is it bajillions and bajillions and bajillions of miles away? Somewhere around here, perhaps? I can only assume it is somewhere over there. Alright. Now then, we have a geotherm right next to us. That should be good.
Welcome to the new colony. Commissioner Veronica is eager to see how you can grow this small settlement on Aven Prime.
Wonderful.
Here is your first objective.
We've identified the presence of an alien artifact here on Hyla's Crescent. The High Command has given specific instruction to acquire it. This location is excellent for building an agricultural colony. After that, we can acquire the artifact using construction drones. This will be a very large colony, so let's begin by increasing the energy supply. Build another solar panel. Alright. I'm totally okay with building another solar panel. Let's go ahead and plonk that right about there. And we're going to build out. And since I will almost certainly be hooking up to that shortly, we'll go ahead and place those roads down as well. The next thing we're going to want to do is to upgrade this pretty badly as it happens. There we go, let's get that up because everything is going to be a little bit faster following that. Alright, we'll slow time down a little bit. We've gone 2 minutes.
I hope you're keeping the happiness of your colonists in mind as you grow your colony.
Okay.
Remember,
so a water pump needs to be built.
Your colony could benefit from a higher level of food output.
We need more, well, any food output really, though that is technically higher. If you hover over the food indicator, it should tell you the current food production, which is nothing really. So we want a water pump, and water pumps are often fairly good around geotherms, I've noticed. Though a couple of these spots are especially nice. 0.7 there, 0.8 right there. I wouldn't be too surprised if that was 0.9, honestly. But you know what, we'll just go for this one since it's a nice and easy one to go for. I would also like to drop down an air intake right there. Now we've got to increase our food income to 10 per hour. Alright, so we've got marginal food quality. Yeah, that does suck a little bit. Basically, I want to set up an area that will be for growing food. So, how about... Now, this isn't going to be the most efficient use of space, but I would like all of my groweries to be out in this direction, in that sort of area. So, we'll build that up now. In fact, we're getting kind of close to my power limit, so we'll build the geotherm as well while we're there. There we go. Now then, as for food, let's have a look. What do we want to start with? We could have a greenhouse, but honestly, let's go with something else. There is probably... Oh, actually, I was going to say it's probably going to be fine for almost everything, but you'd be surprised. Melons, good old reliable melons. It would look like that is one of the best spots for melons, as is that one. So we'll have melons there. And possibly rice. Rice is a fairly good crop, I would say. So we'll have rice and melons. There we go. That should do us nicely. I would also ideally like to have 3 combat drones. No, I don't want combat drones. I want 3 construction drones. Very, very different. They both start with a C. But it's surprising how different their roles actually are. English. Well, that even can't even remotely be blamed on, you know, the English language. That was 100% me being a derp. Yeah, we'll draw this down and then across to hook up. There we go. And this will give us access to a couple of things. I will draw that out as well. probably draw that along. Well, I might not, though. That's 3x3. Then we've got a couple of 2s. No, actually, that's fairly good. We can have a skyscraper there eventually. I will eventually become a skyscraper. These are iron. Yes, good. We're definitely going to want an iron mine, so let's prop that down there. We're also going to want to manage our air intake as well, so we'll put an air intake valve there. And we are ultimately going to want to be making our own nanite, so let's get that on the go. Alright then, let's have a look. 5.6 edible crops per hour. Alright, we could increase the farm tiles, but honestly I prefer to just increase the amount of farms in this particular instance. So, additionally, I'm going to build out a little bit because I was given the tip that because you'll tend to find the best water supplies around a geotherm, try not to build around the edges of geotherm, and it's fairly good advice to be honest. You know, it's quite solid advice there. There we go. Everything seems to be coming along well. I'm growing significantly faster than I really should be. In fact, yeah, it's actually quite bad. You know what? Let's try and resolve some of this, shall we? Oh, never mind. We've got like no nanites. Thankfully, we're building nanites. Hooray! We are not going to. We're not going to have too big of a problem there. We are at least making our own nanites. Slowly. Very slowly. But we're doing it. Now we need 10 nanites. That's perfectly fine. We'll have 10 nanites in just a moment. It's okay. It's okay. There we are. We have currently got food income of like nothing because all we've got is farms. Basic farms, that is. But what I would like, broccoli perhaps? Do we have enough room for some broccoli? No. Quinoa. Oh, quinoa is not a good crop for this area. I mean, we can get 5.7 corn. We can also have a Siri who's woken up and is like, "What are you doing, Aavak? I want to play." No. Aavak is working. Also playing. Work playing. Ah, I love my job. Right. Yeah, we'll go for some rice right above there, I think. Bonk. There we go. And that should help us out a little bit. Only 4 edible crops per hour right now because unfortunately we really do need to build up our population. Now we need 60 nanites for just a basic apartment. But the problem is to get that basic apartment, we're also going to need an immigration center, and that costs a fair chunk more. So, how many have we currently got? The total colonists is only 16. Yikes. Yeah, well, we're going to need the immigration center before we do anything else. So, 25 nanites for us. Let's wait for that to happen. Oh, hopefully we can... how far off are we? No, we're only at 4 edible crops per hour. And that's largely because we're going to have so few people working here. It does suck. It definitely does suck. We'll place down the port around there, I think. There we are. And then we just need to wait for another 16 nanites. Now, I'll build an apartment first, since that is literally going to double our population. But then we're going to be saving up for a tier 1 habitat. It is going to take us a while, unfortunately, but it's just going to be the way this will have to be, I'm afraid. There we go. 3 immigrants. Has that actually pushed our population up? Do they overcrowd? I don't think they do, actually, no. No, they don't overcrowd, which, you know, is a blessing and it is a curse at the same time. I mean, if we could just look, if you have to sleep on the corridor for just 2 or 3 days, that's perfectly fine. It's okay. Just for a few days. And then we'll be able to move on. Otherwise, it's going to be like 2 weeks before we can, you know, crawl our way to the nanites we need for everything else we want to do. Go on. Get yourself down there, and then very quickly fill up, please. There we are. Now, every single migration from the colony ship to our colony will drastically improve the situation for us. So, hopefully, it won't be too terribly bad. We are up to 5.3. There we go. Up to 30% of the jobs are filled. That is good. Housing capacity is 59. I could probably have done a lot of work in a different way. Like, did we need the geotherm? Probably not. Did we need the mine and the nanite setup? Actually, kind of, yeah. We just didn't need it in the order that I've done it. And as a result, we are struggling a tinsy-winsy bit. But I'm going to place that one down as well. And now I'm going to save up for a habitat. We've got a fair old bit of housing now available to everyone. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad and we're going to start seeing the jobs fill up there. Also, hopefully we're going to have enough food put by for our colonists through the winter. Because I'm not sure. It's quite possible we might not. They haven't really had enough time to properly stockpile it. We're going to have to keep a very close eye on that. And that is going to worry me a little bit. One thing we can do is if we absolutely don't need things, for example, if we... Well, we do need the power. There's no getting around that. But do we need all of these people? I can close the jobs. But apparently we just flat out need... We need to. I can't force it to only have one
food situation in your colony.
That's fine.
Appears to be
it's
a
winter.
Problem.
We're halfway through winter and we haven't
down there?
We haven't gone through half of the food stocks that we had before we entered winter. It's perfectly fine. We are slowly growing, so I can appreciate why you might be a little bit concerned. But we will be fine. Don't you worry yourself. We can place down a habitat. We could even place one over here if we really wanted to. But I'm okay with having a habitat down here. And that will give us plenty of time to start building up our population, I would say. Yeah, let's go get that habitat going. There we are. That'll be reserved for a skyscraper eventually. But I wouldn't mind a wee park just by there, just to, you know, keep people happy. There we go. The following is added to your inventory as a reward for completing food income. 23 wheat. We completed a lot of missions there straight away. Geothermal generator was completed. The apartment mission was completed. And also the immigration mission were all completed. Fantastic. I mean, you know, I did have to take a long time to get things set up because we were just, you know, slowly making our way there. But we did end up completing dozens of missions at once.
Your colony could benefit from increased storage capacity.
Yes, it could.
We have some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
We're going to need more nanites faster. Yes, that is also very true. Okay, well, let's first build a mini storage depot. We'll place the mini storage depot right by there. And we'll let some time pass. Well, we're not doing too terribly badly for the jobs filled. In fact, we should be pretty good. We've got the storage mission complete. We have also got the habitation mission
well
complete.
done.
And reward. Hooray!
I'm pleased with the progress of your colony. You may select one of
immigrants. I don't even need to read it. I just need immigrants. I need
a new
more
mission
people.
is available.
There's a cocoa pod not far outside your colony in the fields just beyond the third iron deposit. Unfortunately, it's out of range of our construction drones. Place a second construction drone hub in the area. Okay, well, I'll definitely have a look at that. I think this is what you're talking about, isn't it? There we are. I mean, yeah, we definitely want it. Oh man, those look so awesome. I wish we could interact with those in some way. Right, well, given that, we could run a line out to about there. And just place down a very basic little area and a habitat as well. Sorry, an apartment building as well, rather. There we go. That'll do for now. Eventually we'll go over there and we'll hook up to that iron deposit, but we don't need to do that just yet. We can build that one there. Hopefully, yeah, we're actually... Oh, Calco Sludge. Have we already researched Calco Sludge? Did we start with that, perhaps? Because that's fantastic if we did. But let's upgrade our nanites. Also, whilst we're doing that, let's go ahead and build out our farms a little bit. Oh, can we not go there for some reason? Is it because we can't build that far out there? Or is it just because that's outside the range of our drone? Let's have a quick look at what our drone's range is. No, we should easily be able to build there. Okay, so we can't actually build up along there. That's fine then. What I would like is... we've already got rice. For broccoli, you can have a 9 in broccoli there. Don't really want the broccoli to be set up on that side though, is the issue. I'm worried it will be, but... sure, we'll place down the broccoli fields there, and we'll also upgrade this one. There we go. Now, we're probably going to have to look at our general needs of our colony shortly as well. A cargo pod jettisoned from the orbiting colony ship. Send a construction drone out to this pod to acquire its contents. 150 corn, 60 nanites, and 90 rice. Go forth and... you scallywag. And collect all of that for me. Additionally, I would actually like storage to be set up. We can set that up over here. Let's go ahead and also build an intake. Yeah, I think an air intake would be very, very useful for us. There we go. Now, is it already gone? Right, it's gone. Never mind then. I was going to say we can then recycle it as well. Never mind. 9 immigrants just arrived. That is fantastic. So happy with that. Okay, now then, as for our population, let's have a quick gander at our morale. Crime is a concern. Not liking that. So, let's nip that in the bud straight away and build ourselves a security drone setup. Yeah, because that leaves us a 3 there, and then I can have 3 single tile things at the top. I'd also kind of like a bar. I'll build this bar really anywhere in here. In fact, I could build the bar here, and the skyscraper can be put up there or something. So yeah, let's have a bar go down there. It'll just be a bistro, just to help out with keeping the food quality fairly high. The food variety is excellent, food quality is marginal. And that's not something that we really want right now. Let's check. Power is a bit of a concern. Let's upgrade that. But in terms of happiness, no, we're probably going to be able to pull that up. It won't take us too long. We've got 66% of jobs filled, which I'm very happy with. Now, how are we doing here? We're doing fine. We're actually producing quite a lot of nanites right now, which I'm very happy with. We've got 2 solar panels there. That's fine. Is there anything more that we really want to do around here? We've upgraded that one to 2. What about you? No, we'll upgrade you to 2 as well. And also you as well. There we go. That'll actually be pretty good. We'll get a lot more food income that way. As we get a warning for low food. Shush. I know what I'm doing, I think. I mostly know what I'm doing. We are going to want an air filter probably over here to deal with the air that's coming in from the ports. I'm going to place it there. And that should actually take care of a lot of air issues that we might have in this colony, at least for the time being. I'm also going to upgrade the drone because it doesn't seem to increase. All it really does is it seems to increase the amount of power used. Doesn't increase the amount of people you need to work there. So we might as well get that one upgraded.
We're concerned about the food situation in
Worry
your
not.
colony.
Worry
Hunger
not.
appears
We're
to be
bringing in
growing
a
problem.
lot
Is
of
everything
food.
all right down there?
Yep, absolutely perfect. Well, I mean, perfect's a strong word. It's going... the colony is functioning within acceptable parameters. Let's put it that way. I'll build that out across there, and then we can have some greenhouses on the far side. We might... to be honest, I don't think we're going to need to put any further hubs down there. We're probably going to be building out quite a lot in this direction. We'll have several different agricultural nodes and small towns and the likes. Got quite a lot of geothermal potential over there. We've got another geothermal there. Anything else up here? No? Okay, well, there's not much more that we need to worry about in that direction then. But I would like to get a little bit more power. I'm going to say that I wouldn't mind building a battery setup here and actually starting to pull, just starting to store up, because I haven't really been using the batteries nearly as much as I did in the first couple of levels, and I feel that that is a bit of a mistake. But I wouldn't mind getting some nanites really to get some greenhouses over here, but considering I can't build my road down there, I may as well just pop it there instead. That's fine. There we go. And we want some barley. Now, where's going to be the best place for barley? Not there, I would say. I would say it's probably here. We'll have a barley farm there, and then we'll get a quinoa. No, let's not go for quinoa. There's just not enough. Gonna be coming in 13 melons. Yes, please. Let's do that. And that'll even bring us in a little bit of food during the winter months. So that's all pretty good for me for now. Storage we're doing quite well with, honestly. I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. I'm going to upgrade the drones, though, to the last tier. But at this point, I'm going to say we're going to want to start
I'm
either...
receiving reports that your colonists are complaining about inadequate water supplies.
What? Lies. They are telling massive fibs. Well, okay. Maybe they're not massive fibs, but I feel they just need to rid themselves of their addiction to water. It's a crippling addiction, and I'm just trying to help them, honestly. Oh wow, that's the highest water income I've ever seen. We'll definitely go for that. Yes, please. Right, we'll get that water pump set up, and I think at that point we'll have a more or less sufficient colony. I mean, our nanite income could be a bit better. We probably do want to set up a trade hub. We don't have the sort of geotherm capacity here that we really want. And that is going to be a bit of an issue. Let's go ahead and set that up, though. We'll drop that down. It's not going to have enough power, unfortunately. That's just something we're going to have to live with. I think we are going to need to set up some batteries and solar panels around here to help out with the colony's energy supply for a while, because it's going to be a little while before we can get over here to those two geotherms there, or at least to the next one over here. We'll probably be aiming toward that in the next episode, though, and just generally developing this area as we build up. But that is going to be it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've got a foothold on the planet, and we're going to be using this to springboard around the lake. It's going to be the base for our expansions. We're probably going to set up another area probably around here. Oh, that's very bright. Just between these two geotherms, so I can hit both of them at the same time. We've got some potash as well, some iron, some zorium. Yeah, this place is probably going to be set up more as a mining area than anything else. So we're not likely to set up any sort of agriculture here. We'll probably just rely on the agriculture that's over here. So in the next episode, we're going to be setting up a little mining colony to support further expansion. I hope you've enjoyed, and will be joining me for the next. But until then, take care, everyone.